What up guys, welcome back to Game Dev Tycoon. Right, so first of all I just want to quickly say thank you so much for the support on episode 1. It was awesome and I'm just really happy. Second thing which I quickly want to just say about all of the gaming room is, as you may have noticed, we did not upload anything this week, and that was because it was Christmas. And I can't speak for the rest of the guys, but I was personally out on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday out with family, and on Saturday I was busy preparing. So I unfortunately had no time to record, and I'm very sorry about that. But we're back to hopefully regular uploads every week. So again, my schedule upload is on Wednesday, so be on the lookout for Game Dev Tycoon. Also, I just want to say that now you've seen all three of the series that we're going to be showing, Game Dev Tycoon, Batman Arkham Asylum, and State of Decay. So please tell us what you think of these games. We're not really for now thinking about any new series. We want to finish off the series we currently have before starting anything else. But again, if you have any suggestions, anything you would like to see us play, or anything else, just leave it in the comment section. Anyway, back to Game Dev Tycoon. When we left off, if you guys remember, we were actually we made a game, Ninja Brawl, and Ninja Brawl is now off the market, and it sold 5,000 units and generated 41,000 in sales. So that was pretty much the end of episode 1, and so now let's just check how we're doing here. So we've made 3 games so far. Pirate Adventure got a 6, made 56,000 in profit, which is decent enough for first game. Then DayZ got another 6, got 52,000 in profit, and Ninja Brawl, which was a 3.25, which, well, it's atrocious. We got a 10k in profit, but, you know, anything that really gains us the experience, gains us some money right now, that's what we need. So let's actually research, and we might save up for a custom game engine. Let's see, we probably actually need some new topics. It's really important to have a lot of topics, because you don't want to be making the same game over and over. Because one thing about Game Dev Tycoon, which if you're playing you will learn in the future, is you can't make 2 of the same games in a row or they won't sell as well. So for example, if you make an action game, the next game you have to make is a different game. After that one you can make action. So what I usually do is I make action, then a simulation game, then an action, then simulation, and something else. But anyway, the TES has now been released, so we might make some games for the TES. We have now Research Military. I'm going to research quite a few new topics just because it's just good for you. The more topics you have, the bigger choice of what games you can make, because some topics are really bad. For example, vocabulary, or maybe it'd be decent on the Gameling, which is the Game Boy. Sorry, I completely forgot. Things like music may be decent on a Wii or something. It's called a Mii in this game, by the way. Law, not really good for anything, but just going to research school anyway. It's not really a good subject, but, you know, may as well. It's just to unlock more of the subjects, I suppose. Also, again, I'm going to try and make every one of these videos around 25 minutes long, maybe slightly shorter. So, guys, what you up to? How was your Christmas? Leave it in the comment section, how was your Christmas, if you got anything cool. I just got a bunch of Blu-rays, DVDs, because I like watching movies. Didn't really get any games or anything, but that's alright. I mean, also now, I think we're going to research Aliens. So the Steam Christmas sale was on. Did you guys buy anything? I didn't actually really buy anything apart from Age of Empires 2 HD Edition. I've had my eye on that game for quite a while, and I've had my eye on quite a few games, but I just decided I don't want to buy any more games for now. I'm sort of happy with what I have. Maybe next sale, or in general I might buy some games later on to Let's Play, but for now have a nice collection of games. So the next topic we're going to pick is transport, and we might actually make a transport simulator, which might be our next game, which Well, we should probably actually make a game because our money is starting to go down, and that's never good. So let's just see. It was an action or an adventure game last we made. Let's just check that, just to be sure. Let's see. Game history. Last we made was an adventure. Okay, so we can make an action or a simulation game. So, first of all, I always like to pick the topic before I pick a title or anything else. So let's actually go for a transport simulation. It could be fun, and the TES has the highest market share, so it would be wise to do it. But as far as I remember, the TES is not good for action or simulation. It's more adventure, that type of stuff. The Governor 64, I don't really want to make anything on it. It's not. It gets overtaken by PC pretty quickly, so let's just do it on a PC. 25 market share is decent enough, 25%. But let's just make a simulation transport. So let's call it Bus Simulator. You know, Bus Simulator, not exactly the most original name, but what can you do? We're going to go with 2D graphics. I don't ever really go for text-based, even though it will decrease the cost of the game. I prefer going with 2D. Also, one thing which I noticed in the last episode, I'm very sorry about the video. Fraps did something very strange, as well. Some of you noticed that the text was a little off. I'm gonna try and sort it out. I tried sorting it out in post-production, but I don't know. Fraps did something very strange, as I use Fraps to record. So anyway, hopefully it doesn't happen again. But back to Game Dev Tycoon. So, simulation game. We don't want the story and quest at all. Simulation games not big. And something very strange about simulation games, which I find really weird. It works so the gameplay is more important than the engine. Well, the engine is really important. Usually the gameplay is just slightly more important than the engine, which I find weird, because in a simulation game, you would think the engine would be more important than the gameplay, but, you know, that's just how it works. And an action game, the actual engine is more important, which is strange. But, right, so dialogues are not very important in a simulation game. Artificial intelligence is the most important. Level design is pretty important, but probably not as important as the AI. To be fair, those two could switch around and it probably wouldn't matter too much. It wouldn't be as important. So next thing, graphics, you definitely want high. And I can't remember about this. I think world design's not that important. I think it was sound. But I really cannot remember right now. So I'm just going to put them about here both. Maybe bring them down a little bit so the graphics can be better. I'm expecting this game to get around 6 or 7. As I cannot remember about sound or world design. Oh, sorry. I just knocked my mic. Sorry about that. Also, for those of you wondering what mic I use a Turtle Beach P11. I might do a setup video explaining my setup, not really showing it, because my setup is just a real mess. So I might just do a video where I list all my specs and stuff of my computer, everything I use, just in case you guys are wondering. So we leveled up everything. We're level 2 in, well, everything now, which is pretty cool. And we're going to release the game and see how it does. I'm not really expecting it to do too well, because I saw messed up in the end. 5, 6. I haven't really got that brilliant game yet. Got a 7. As long as we get around a 7, I would be happy. 8, okay, so far. Come on, please. 7, okay, we have a rating of 7. That totals to a rating of 7, as you see. So that's awesome. That's our actually highest rated game, as you see, which is really good. Let's just quickly do a game report. Again, 7 is not the best, but later on when you get into the game, 7 is generally where you want to aim. You don't really want to have anything below 7, so I'm really happy with a 7. So the TES is a huge success, and it would be very wise to invest into the TES, but the one thing about the TES, it doesn't suit my style of gameplay. I don't really make the games that are on the TES. So yeah. So we already sort of found out what we know. Simulations and transport, great combination. Simulation PC is great, and engine's really important for those type of games. So right now, let's actually do some contract work. And the reason I want to do some contract work is because we're a level 2. So we should, in theory, be able to do it. Although it's not looking very likely. He's, our character, he's just a bit slow. So unfortunately we didn't get it, but we gained some extra research. It did take off 8k, but I'm not too bothered. Let's just see, any more contract work? We're gonna do that one. That one's not too difficult. I'm not really after the money when I do contracts, because it's fine. In Game Dev Tycoon, it's not that difficult to get money. There's no game difficulty, and it's pretty easy. I'm more after the research points, so let's make one more game, and then next we're gonna make a custom game engine. So develop a new game. Let's go for a military action, again on the PC, and let's call it Warfield. Warfield 1. And the reason we're gonna do that is I'm intending to make more Warfield games. Warfield, since most of the games, well, consoles here are like sort of spins, like the TES instead of the NES, we may as well make Warfield sort of spin on Battlefield. But again guys, if you want to read the tutorial, you can. I already know most of this stuff. Again, I'm not absolute master of this game, but I roughly know what's happening. So we want very good engine, and we want decent enough gameplay. So let's make that. Hopefully this game will be quite successful. Hopefully maybe we can move up to the next office. So, Bus Simulator's off the market, sold 25,000 copies and generated 179,000 sales. I believe that's our best selling game, a profit of 140,000. Yeah, that pretty much blows anything we made out of the water, which is awesome. And so right now we're doing quite well. We've got 183,000. 296 fans. We're in year 2, nearly year 3, so that's cool. So in action, you want good level design, good AI. I think that's... let's just put the level design slightly higher. That looks about good enough to me. I think in this episode, we're going to try and move up to the next office. I'm not sure if we can. It does depend how this game sells. It might take one more episode before we can actually move up. So yeah, so we now have target audience, and target audience is awesome because target audience creates a more specified market, and that's just really good. So in an action, I don't think we want too great sound. I'm going to leave that a little bit. World design is quite important, but graphics are pretty important. Actually, let's just have sound all the way down. Yep, that's perfect. So, oh, yeah, about the custom game engine, I'll try and make it next time. So, it's very important to have a decent enough just combo of all the games, like when you're making a game. So, target audience also helps out because military action is great, and then if you make it mature, that's even better, and it'll sell more. So rumors are circulating, industry news, that Vena, that is Sega, are hoping to make their own console after the success of the TES, again the NES. I don't actually know all of the consoles that are mentioned in this game, because even though I know most of the consoles, some of them I can't actually tell what they are, because, well, I just can't tell. So yeah, so let's see how does Warfield do, and it doesn't look like it's done great, which is quite unfortunate. I was hoping I was going to get 8. We haven't actually done anything too well in this LP, which is so sad, because usually when I've played Game Dev Tycoon, I'm really able to just get some really good games at the beginning. I mean, we got 7.25 there, which is not bad, but I was really hoping for an 8 here. So I think what I'm going to try and do is make an engine. Yeah, we already know. Again, you can pause if you want to look at any of this. So we're going to research custom game engines, then we're going to research target audience. I would like to research some more topics, but I'll probably do that a bit later. I want to research these two things. And I want to make a custom game engine. They're really good. They do cost quite a bit of money, but there we go. The vendor has released the Master V, which I'm actually not too sure what that is. But, you know, whatever. I'm not really planning to be a console guy in this Game Dev Tycoon. I mean, when you get to the stage when you can have multiple consoles like Xbox 360, PS3 and PC, I will definitely be doing that because it increases you know, your sales. But for now, I'm probably not going to go on the consoles, maybe the Game Link, because it's really profitable. But anyway, we have completed custom game engine. We can make our own game engine, we know that. And new research is available. So what in fact I'm going to do is we're going to make a or research. No, I think we're actually going to make a custom game engine, maybe. Yeah, let's go. Have 2D graphics, linear story, and save game, and call it the engine version 1. I mean, that's a decent enough name. Also, when you make an engine, it gives you extra research points, which is cool, because I'm not sure what to research next, a topic or target audience, because we have terrible topics, and anything we really make now, it's not going to be great. All that's probably going to happen. Also, sorry about the noise, the post just came through. I'm not sure if you heard that. I'll check in the recording. I mean, my mic, it picks up quite a lot. It's not very noise cancelling, which is a shame about it, but to be fair, it's not that bad. Anyway, I made my first game engine, and we have 13 research points. So let's just actually see what other topics we can make. We can make space. We can make a space adventure. I mean, I'm not really that good on making adventure games, but let's just go for it. I suppose it could be quite good, and just next time we get the target audience after this game, we should have enough research points to make a to research target audience. So let's make this new game. So let's go for I think we are gonna go for space, but we could make an alien adventure or another zombie action game. Choices. Let's just quickly see all the games we've made again. Ninja Brawl, yeah, let's not make a ninja game ever again. To be fair, all the adventure games have not done as well. I'm not very good at making adventure games. I think I'm going to make another zombie action. This time we have an engine, so it might be better. But let's actually do some contract work, just so we could get that research and get that target audience. Because, and the Master V by Venner or Sega has been released. Because I just really want to, because target audience is just good for you. Target audience is something you want. So contract successful, that's awesome. Let's do another contract. I'm not fussed if we fail, I just really want the research points. We need 15, I believe. Wow, we're not getting very many. Okay, we might have to make a different game before we make, let's just do one more. We're definitely gonna have to fail that one, but 9k penalty, that's not too bad. There's no way we can do this. Again, I'm really in it for the research. I think it was 15 research points that you need for target audiences. I mean, I might make something else if we don't get enough research, because I really, really want to make we nearly actually made that. Yeah, so let's see. Well, we don't have enough. Let's just develop a new game. So let's actually make a... Let's just go vocabulary. Okay, no. The topics we have are just really limited and bad. I'm just really unhappy with what we have. Okay, let's make a movie. Okay, maybe not. I really don't know what to do. This is just terrible. Alright, let's go for a school RPG. On the PC, let's just be safe for this and the engine V1 and call it. School. Well, how about we call it Bullied? Which is, it's a little reference to a old... Some of you may know the game. It's Bully by Rockstar, the people who make Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto. It's just quite a fun game. So let's have linear story and save game. So let's start RPG. We'd probably want a very good story in question RPG. Probably want good gameplay as well. And let's have a bit of the engine. I don't think the engine is very important in an RPG. Let's just do that. It's very difficult sometimes coming up with these games because you do really have to be experienced in Game Dev Tycoon to know what's going to succeed. And I reckon this game is going to bomb, but whatever. Right, so next thing, RPG. We'll probably want good AI, I'm guessing. In an RPG game, I mean, you want decent enough AI, but dialogues are probably really important. And I'm going to put level design about here. And AI about here. One thing which I find really annoying with Game Dev Tycoon is sometimes when you do the research about the game, it tells you such irrelevant things. Like, I just don't understand, like, the tips it gives you for the action game. It says things which you already know, and sometimes I just really wish it would give you more helpful advice. But, you know, what can you do? So we know world design is very important in an RPG game as it's got the 3 pluses. And I'm guessing the graphics aren't that important. I think the sound was more important in an RPG game. Let's just both leave them about here. Maybe a bit lower. Yeah, there we go. That should be decent enough. I mean, I'm not expecting this game to do well at all. I seriously doubt. I'll be surprised if it does well, because... Yep, okay, so we can now make casual games. I don't really want to get into casual games. I mean, when the mobiles come around, it's quite profitable to make casual games. But I don't think we want to be a game company who makes casual games. So, unofficial statement, Governor 64. It's unsuccessful and, yeah, it failed. And, by the way, one thing about Game Dev Tycoon, you can get mods to randomize it. But if you play Game Dev Tycoon, the exact same events will happen every single time. So the Governor 64 will always fail around year 3 and like 11 months, 11, 10, 12 months. It will always fail. And the same things will just always happen. So I already know it's just not good to invest into the Governor 64. And while every game is, well, console is eventually going to go off the market, some are just better, some are worse. Oh, so okay, we got a 7 for that. I'm really surprised. We got an 8 for that. Wow, I was expecting this game to go horribly. Got a 9 for that. Outstanding game. Oh my god. And another 9. Can't wait for the sequel. Star Games could give us an 8. I believe that's an 8.25 possibly. Let's see what we got for that. 8.25, yeah. That is actually our best game by quite a bit. I was not expecting that. Okay, let's generate a game report on Bullied and see why it did so well. Let's see how the sales go. Wow, the sales have been pretty strong. We're ranked 13th and we have 201k. Maybe we can make it to 500k, possibly. So, score and RPG is a great combination. Wow. Store and quest is very important. We already knew that. That's the really bad thing about Game Dev Tycoon. And platform RPG PC is good, so next time let's maybe release it on something else. So let's just, let's just do some quick contract work. That's Microsoft. This game is just, it's quite funny. And then we're going to research into target audience. And, oh, according to our market research, Bullied is a surprise hit. Yeah, I'm shocked how well it's done. So we're just going to research target audience, and oh, Gameling has been introduced. That's awesome. So we might do something on the Gameling if we get some good research done, if we find some good topics, because there are some topics which go really well on the Gameling. And anyway, like I was just saying before, I was rudely interrupted by that news. Let's actually, yeah, let's just quickly do the research. We can quickly do target audience, and then that'll be the end of the episode. Also, one more thing about, well, I can't click on the research, but most of the research that you do, which people don't actually, well, some people know this, some people don't, depends, you might be new to the game, but with the research, some of the things like casual games and target audience are straight up put into the game, while things like game tutorials and mono sound get added to the next engine. So I will show this probably further in a later episode when I get a bit further into the game. But anyway, my point is, things like the game tutorial and mono sound are not instantly added to the game. You have to add them to your engine. Well, as you see, yep, so I can now do target audience. Target audience is just instantly added to the game. But anyway, this is the end of episode 2. I hope you guys absolutely enjoyed this episode. And if you have any suggestions, again, leave them in the comment section. And hopefully, again, you enjoyed this. And I will see you next time. Bye.